Well, we're here with number 81. He already took off his practice uniform and is cooling down. Marquis Bundy, welcome to the Red Menace.
Thank you. Welcome.
Talk about your summer. How did it go?
Summer went great. Worked out with Coach Hilgard and a lot of the receivers. We got together and did a lot of off-season runs and routes and stuff, connecting with the quarterbacks. So I think this off-season was great. Summer was good.
You know, everybody says, well, they don't pass the ball much at New Mexico, but you don't feel like it's that necessary, do you?
Well, the way that our offense looked running the ball, you would say something like that it wouldn't be necessary because the way that they were so effective. But of course, Coach always tells us that we need to get better into play action and that we need to stop leaving deep balls left out on the field. So I would say that it would be necessary for us to throw a little bit more efficiently.
I know so many teams try to stack the line and dare you to throw. How does that open things up for you, Marquis?
Well, this opens up a lot. Well, basically, they've just put too many people in the box, and it's just wide open deep. So if we just, like you said, listen to Coach and get our deep balls down and our play actions right, then we'll be all right.
Hooking up with Cole Gauchi, I know some people have said, well, it's a little different because he's left-handed. Has that been a problem for you adjusting?
No, not really. We work out every day. We work out in the same lift group, so that shouldn't. I don't take that as an excuse. He's got a pretty good arm, so we work together every day, and pretty much it's the same as the rest of the quarterbacks.
To get the passing game going, what's the biggest thing that you all worked on this summer to try to make sure that it's more of a threat this year?
Well, we did a lot of player-driven practices where we all came together as a group of players and as a team and without the coaches. And we ran a couple of scripted plays against our defense and just to get our timing down. And that's really pretty much helped us out a lot, the most.
You're a big target out there, 6'4". How does that help you and Cole hook up?
Well, Cole could just put it up pretty much anywhere he wants, and I'll try to go get it. So that really helps for Cole and me to connect because, if it's a little mistake, minor errors, I'm going to try to come back and fix them.
Coach Davey was mentioning a little earlier that, offensively, we're a little thin. So does that put extra pressure on you knowing that you're one of the most experienced guys out there?
Well, it puts a little bit of pressure in the meeting rooms. Well, we still got Jarek Magna and Tyler Duncan that are seniors, but it still puts a little bit of pressure just to be a leader, show positive role model for the incoming freshmen. So, yeah, it's definitely put a little bit of pressure, but nothing that we can't handle.
Now, you're not taking golf clubs down to Ruidoso, are you?
No.
Talk a little bit about camp, and you look forward to it?
Oh, I really do look forward to it. I like it. Enjoy the comfortable beds in Ruidoso. They got some nice beds, breakfast. They got the big pool, jacuzzi. Everything's pretty much set up for us to be comfortable. So I'm going to go out there and enjoy it.
I've talked to some people who play pro football, and they see what you got down there, and they go, heck, our camp wasn't that luxurious. Does that really help you guys?
I think it does. It allows us to stay focused on what we got to do, which is football, and pretty much focus on our goals and minimize the distractions that we have. And we're also comfortable, so we enjoy it.
Yeah, I've heard some coaches, they want to take guys and put big guys like you on a little cot and think that makes you tougher, but probably a good night's sleep is the best thing you could get down there in Ruidoso, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And when we mess up our beds, they still have a maid to come in there and fix it for us, which is pretty luxurious. I like that.
So you almost get the pro touch, and you're still in college, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Now, you're just a junior this year, so you've got 2 more years of eligibility. How far do you think this program can go, and how much can it grow in the last 2 years that you have here?
I think we could go all the way to the top. Well, we set ourselves big goals for this year and the years after that. So I feel like we could be number one in everything we want to put our minds to. And I feel like the conference championship is coming up.
Now, we sponsor on Red Menace Yaffle Kids. Put a little plug in for buying some tickets for Yaffle Kids. What would that mean to you guys to see a Red Menace section full of Yaffle Kids?
That would be amazing. I remember when I was little playing football all the time, playing in, it wasn't, I think in Arizona it's different, it's called Pop Warner, but the Yaffle stuff, that's really big for little kids to come out and we get to show them how big guys play football. And so I really would appreciate it if everybody came out. That would be nice.
Hey, Marquis, thanks for spending a few minutes with the Red Menace.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Great interview.